Yes, YouTube, what is good? It is your boy Connor, and I'm starting a little new series on YouTube. It's where I'm going to be playing Call of Duty, but we're going to talk about a deep topic in life, okay? So let's just queue up, we'll get into a pubs game. This is my first game on, so do not expect anything spectacular. I mean, I'm a mid player, bro, okay? I try. Back in my prime, I was a problem, but now... You know what I'm saying? The old age is catching up to me. But the topic that I wanted to talk about today was why not you? Okay? And why not you? So basically, I used to go through life thinking that things only happen to quote unquote special people. And what I mean by special people is you had to be born a certain way, you had to be brought up in a certain way, you had to have certain opportunities given to you. If you were wired like this, then you're automatically successful. If you're not this, then you can never get out of who you are. And that used to play on my head quite a lot. I mean, context, I was a professional footballer for my younger years of life, and when I was a professional footballer, things were swell. So there was no troubles, everything was going to plan, and I was improving year on year. I got offered contracts the older I got, and things were just going up, to be fair. And
we're losing Alpha.
Sorry, boys. And yeah, things were going up. And yeah, when things are going up, you don't learn a lot about yourself. And I was, to be fair, very talented, so I got by of talent alone and not working hard. And when my talent finally caught up with me and the hard work started, that is when I started to decline. And that's when I started to say to myself, we're not good enough, we can't do this, you have to be born a certain way. And I just kind of shied away of my true potential, and I used all the excuses under the book, and I became someone I just didn't want to be. I started going out, I started doing silly stuff, I started drinking as a professional athlete. Like, that is never going to be good for you. Okay, I just turned into someone, my morals went out the window when things got tough. Like, all in my life, things have been going really, really well, and then all of a sudden things were starting to go bad, and that's when the real me came out. I mean, it's easy to go through life and act a certain way when things are good, but it's when things are going bad, that's when you really find out who you really are, because that's the true version of you comes out. When you're in pain, when you're in vulnerable situations, when things aren't going to plan, that's when you want to really look at yourself in the mirror and go, who am I? So that was my ages between 18 and I would say about 21. 18 to 21, I really went downhill, and I just fell into habits that just weren't me, and I started hanging around with people that just weren't good for me, were on different career paths. And that's another thing, people will not intentionally drag you down because they're doing what they want to do, but that's not what your path is. And normally the path of greatness is a lonely one, because not many people can be great. Okay, so you're gonna be an outsider majority of the time, and you may have to do certain things alone, and that's okay. But when I was those ages, I had to have people around me all the time. I hated being alone. The fear of being alone was like, damn, like no one likes me, no one wants to be my friend, blah 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 blah. And the older I've got now and the more secluded I am, the more solo I am, it's like, who actually cares? You know? Like, you're the only person that truly has you in this life. No one's got you like you've got you. And that many years of lessons learned to get to that point, but when you do finally arrive at that point, then it is a wonderful feeling of blissness, I'm probably, where you can be misunderstood, be hated by others, and it really does not affect you one bit. But anyway, that's sidetracking. Basically, in 2021, I decided to make a change where I said to myself, I can't carry on like this. Lockdown had happened and it removed me all from the bad patterns in my life where I was just going out, I was hanging around with people. It fully excluded me from what I knew and what I thought I wanted. And when I had time by myself, finally, after years of wanting to be around people constantly, I finally started to think for myself, and it made my life picture very, very clear. And it taught me that we are not actually who we think we are. And what I mean by that is our thoughts may not be our thoughts. Our thoughts might be our friends, our family, the news. It's like sometimes we don't even think for ourselves, and that's why I feel like having moments of life where you're solely by yourself is so important for personal growth and to really know what you want. It is daunting, don't get me wrong, it is very lonely. There was periods of times where my friends or like the people I was newly hanging around with who were good for me were going out, and I had to stay in because I wanted to work on myself. I wasn't in the position of my life where I thought I was able to go out, and it became very, very lonely because again, people don't always understand this, and it's a tough period, the lonely period, but I hear a lot of successful people talking about it, and I think it's necessary to get to where you want to get to. So if you are thinking about making a change and you're worried about being alone for a period of time in your life, just do it. I mean, if your friends are really your friends, they'll stick by you. Okay? And it's in those moments of change that you really find out who likes you for you and who likes you for because you're just convenient and you're just there at a drop of a hat. Yeah. So don't see it as you're losing friends, see it as you're finding out if they're real. And yeah, ever since like 2021, 2022, I made a change and I said to myself, let's lock in. Let's just see. Okay, we've half-assed our dreams all the time. Let's actually just see what we're capable of if we actually try. And I can honestly say, since 2022, whenever I decided to make the change, I've given my 100% all the time. And there's been off days, don't get me wrong, no one's perfect. There has been days where I haven't done the right thing. There will be days in the future where I don't do the right thing, but I can only say to myself at night that I go through the days doing things for me and solely me and only for the people that truly care about me, and that is a blissful thing. And I think what I'm trying to wrap up the video is I was someone that thought that you couldn't change or it was too hard to change, but If I can do it, then you can do it. And I'm literally proof that it's why not you. And when you listen to successful people or you see their stories, it's literally like why not you? They're just ordinary people. They're just someone like you and me that just locked in on their dreams. And yeah, it's just motivation that other normal people can achieve their goals. You don't have to be born a certain way, you don't have to be special at all. You just have to be dedicated and willing to sacrifice everything. So yeah, if you needed to hear that, then I definitely needed to hear that again. That's why I'm starting this series of gaming. I've always wanted to be gaming, but I've always told myself wait for the right time and but there is no right time. The right time is now to just try. And look at that, number one, bro. And I've given you life lessons, I've got number one, bro. That's a sign, come on, man. But yeah, I want to make this a little series week by week. And yeah, hop in, but just drop in the comments some deep questions that you want me to talk about. I'll try and make it fun and engaging as always. But yeah, I appreciate you guys, man. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.